And so I'm thinking about women, and specifically my attraction towards women. When I think of how I view women and the various ways I interact with women, it's clear to me that I'm inclined to be nice to women and considerate and helpful. It's an automatic behavior, a default behavior, where I am inclined to be positive towards women and to help women and be an assistance to women. In some automatic way, that is my default behavior. I'm wondering about this because it is clear to me that this is nature doing its thing to get more people in the world and to make society function in a certain way. And that way seems to be about men being helpful to women en masse. So the mass of men, the great majority of men, are positive towards women, helpful, and are willing to be of service to women, basically. Add to that these men's attraction to women, and you do end up with a clear situation where women are preferred, the preferred sex in a way, and men are essentially second class. Women are the main event, and men are of service to these women, are helpful to these women, and desire these women. Now I'm thinking that nature has done its thing and has set the rules of the game in order for society to function properly. And I'm wondering if this is the way society works, and possibly the only way society can work. Men have to place themselves second to women and support women in any way they can and protect women and be of use to women. And the payment for this, to describe it that way, is sex and family. This does seem to be the way things are. Men do seem to regard women as being more important than them, basically, and place women at the front of their minds and the goal towards which they aim, and they spend energy and time and effort in pursuing the goal of women. It would seem that in a man's life, the pursuit of a woman for sex and babies is possibly the main thing, even more than success in work, in a career. The pursuit of a woman or many women seems to be the main priority for men. And it is strange how men regard women as being more significant than men. So a man looks at a woman and regards a woman as more significant than himself. And women as a group are regarded more highly. I said before, this is why we have the expression, women and children to life goes first, or ladies before gentlemen. It's a mentality which pervades it seems to be automatic and instinctive behavior. It doesn't seem to be society as such. It seems more basic than that biological reality. There are consequences in society, clearly, but I don't think society is the reason for this behavior. I think it's the result of this behavior. But this behavior does lead to negative implications for men, and the evolution of society has meant that the world of men is changing and technology changes have meant the need for men to do certain types of work is reducing. And so the relationship between men and women is changing quite fundamentally, I would say. And that means that the relationship between men and women will change fundamentally as well. If we have a situation where men don't have to do certain things, then women will see men in a different way and depend on men less. So it seems that we're having a situation where women need men less. In terms of how men see things, men will see that they can do less. So what does this mean? What does this mean if women need men less? But men will still desire women. But it does seem that the relationship between men and women will change and probably is changing already. So women will need men less. And so it seems to me that their behavior towards men will change and be less inviting, I suppose, less encouraging. But from the male perspective, it's hard to see any change. So men will still want women as they always have done, but women will want to be with men less, I would say. It is interesting and somewhat worrying, I suppose, what the changes might be. So I will be thinking on how it might play out and how quickly it might play out.